What's up, everybody? So we're going to do a quick Christmas rundown. So this year, a lot of effects. We did at the end of the year, when we're kind of going through the design process of like, what's Christmas going to look like? What are we going to do? Depending on the idea, I like to take whatever the idea of Christmas is and work it into the next design for the beginning of the year. So we did that last year and we kind of phased it in. And then once we stripped away all the Christmas stuff, it was like, there's our new stage design. We kind of did that this year, except we didn't really change the downstage. We really changed the upstage because they wanted a big screen. So we kind of changed a few things with we added the big center screen, changed some things rigging wise, put lights on the bottom, lights on the top, a couple lights on the side. And then going into next year, we're going to do a little bit of a band plot change with a different kind of LED configuration on the floor. But the bulk, and we redid the Septrons and everything like that. So what that does is it gives us a fresh look for Christmas. So we're not going into the Christmas with kind of the same look. But then also gives us a little bit of a fresh look when you couple it with the band plot and some other minor tweaks, like, oh, this is going into the new year with pretty fresh stage design. So so this year we wanted a big screen for Christmas, so we threw all of our LED at it and made this super wide screen. And then we did a few things with Septrons and 660s and things like that. But the kind of a lot of the things that we did for Christmas was we did, here, let me turn you around here. So the stage is dark, you're not gonna be able to see anything. But over here we did a band. So we typically will split the band on either side. This year we shoved the band all the way over to stage right. And we actually built a custom stage that had like a different bump out, different heights, things like that. But what it did is it left this side of the stage open for us to load things in on and off. So if you ever, if you watch it or whatever, there's piano that comes on, there's some other props that come on and off. And then we also have our choir over here that loads in over here. Or the choir risers don't load in, but the choir itself loads in. And then we have just a lot of musical elements, but this year in particular we did a lot of effects. So a few things we have. So this white up here is a Kabuki. So it's a double Kabuki, which means we diaper it up and then it falls once, and we do projection. So there's a projector, which we got pipe and drape up right now. So let me go around. But there's a projector right here. It's a Panasonic. I just call it a small body 30K. It's a 30K laser projector that comes in a pretty small form factor. And then, so that projects so Kabuki drops once. We project a little video on there, and then it drops again because as it drops, it hides a stage transition. And then it drops again. Now that's triggered on stage. That's a separate system that we call, and we have a stage, our stage manager hits one for the initial drop and then two for the full drop, and then they strike it. So a couple other things. So that's Kabuki. Up here we have a disco ball that spins as it does, and that's really just to kind of put stars and stuff, everything in the room. We owned that. It was like, oh, we can easily do that. And then around the bowl, because we didn't have lights to really light that well, around the bowl we brought in some Ayrton cams in. Originally we wanted some Sharpies, but we just weren't able to get them. And these were a great alternative that we were able to get local. So, and they do way more. Sharpies are kind of a one-trick pony to light that. So I used the cams in to not only light that, but also do a bunch of crowd stuff as well. So it actually worked out really nice. While we're up in the air, and you can't see them because it's in the catwalk, but we have 3 snow machines. So we have one that kind of does this side of things, and we have another one that does this kind of back row, and we have another snow machine that does that side. So we, instead of like, oh, we're gonna blow them all, well, when we were testing it, all the snow started drifting towards the stage, and the vocalists were all breathing in the snowflakes, and trying to sing and breathe in snow is pretty difficult. So we tried to push everything back and try to just hit the back, you know, kind of the back of the bowl, which we sacrificed a little bit in camera shots and stuff, so you don't have that cool, pretty, like snow kind of effect in front. But the vocals are much happier, and you still kind of get the effect of seeing the snow and everything. Another thing we have on stage is we've got 6 Cloud 9 low foggers, and we've got 3 right behind the choir risers, and then we got another 3 backstage that have nozzles on them that pipe it in. And we kill HVAC, and it creates this really nice low fog. So Cloud 9, we're using 6 of them, pretty great. And then I'm trying to think of the other. At the end of the experience, we fire off confetti as well. So this year we've got a lot of effects, a lot of custom things, custom features with the band. And then, so the show file, because the only thing that is not being triggered by me is the Kabuki. But everything else, so we have low fog, we have snow, and I have a little custom little heart there because everybody hearts snow. And then confetti I have on a separate page, so I don't accidentally fire it, and it's just right here. So confetti, and it's got the nice little image on there. So when it comes time for that, I just load that and then fire it. Something with this show, there's a lot of yes, this is specifically for Christmas because it's red and green, but yeah, I'm definitely set up to time code, set up all my macros, set up my time code, and just was not able to find the time to sit with the actual tracks and the time code to build it all out. I think I actually have, I've got chapter 2, I've got some stuff in here. But yeah, we just sort of kind of ran out of time, and by the time I had run it enough, I was pretty locked in. So the whole show is live. So all the hits, you know, all of the Kabuki stuff, or sorry, not the Kabuki stuff, the low fog, all of that. But you know, and you know, some of these hits in the songs, it's all live. So not how I particularly wanted to do it this year, but it's just kind of the way it worked out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And that's your Christmas rundown. If you have any questions, the Cloud 9, we've used it before, and so we decided to really kind of send it on this one. It takes distilled water, and so you don't have to use any sort of CO2 or any dry ice. Just use distilled water and their low fog fluid. It works great. Really happy with it. And yeah, the Kabuki from we rented that from Rose Brand. The disco ball, like I said, we own in house. The Kamzen stuff we rented local from SES Productions, or SES. Anyway, SES. They're based out of Winston. Rented those fixtures from them. So yeah, it's a little bit of a kind of a conglomerate. And then we rented some M strikes from Four Wall. We have that was the other thing, is we have a piano shell that we designed that houses some M strikes. And yeah, so that's kind of the Christmas rundown in terms of what we got going on. This is kind of the calm before our last day of shows. We just got 2 today, and then load out. Should go quick. So thanks, everybody.